battle about, is it good or is it whack?
Okay, I'll let us answer.
There's a bloke from around my hood, Staines, called Rainbow Jeremy, who reject everything to do with science. He just chill at home, he smoke his own homegrown, and check this, he don't have a telly. And he don't have a telly.
Yeah. He lives in a house, though.
And
that house is a product of technology.
No, he ain't got no technology in it. You can check out his website. He ain't got nothing in it.
It's got
a website.
The
He
house
wears clothes,
itself.
shoes.
What?
He eats food.
As computers made our lives better.
I don't think there's any question about it.
Will computers ever be able to work out what 999999999999999999999999999 multiplied by 9999999? Yo, I ain't finished. You don't know what I was going to say.
99999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999.
The most powerful computer in the world today does 36 trillion operations a second.
So would it be able to multiply 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10? You don't know what I was going to say. Multiply, you don't even know. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 11, 11,
It doesn't make any
12,
difference.
13,
Whatever
14,
numbers you name, the
89,
computer will be
20,
able to handle it.
100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100,
Yes.
million.
Yes.
Thousands,
Yes.
Million.
Yes. Whatever
Billion.
numbers you want,
And
it will be able to multiply.
0.99998.
Yeah.
Without blowing up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gonna move it on a little bit. Where did men come from?
Men evolved out of lower species in the way that all the species evolved out of lower species.
This is ridiculous. This is ludicrous. If he wants to believe this happened, he's welcome to believe his grandpa was Lucy and came down from his tree or something. But that is pure religion. We offer $250,000 for anybody with any real empirical, testable, scientific evidence for evolution.
So you saying we ain't come down from monkeys?
No. Monkeys are still having babies. Why don't they have another human today?
Okay. Has you ever eaten a banana?
Oh, yeah. I eat all kinds of food. Yeah. I eat a banana. That's proof it came from a rock. That's not proof of evolution.
The people engaged in this kind of nonsense always set up the rules that you could never win the money. Now,
but the banana thing got him, innit?
Yeah. Well,
he had to start going, oh, no, no, no. He started saying, because you started going red when I said that.
Think
like
about
you thought, oh, it's got it, my man over there.
Thing. No. The fact
then
that
why did you start all... He went red, didn't it?
No, because I'm surprised at how illogical your question was, or your thinking
yo,
was.
Speak to that, because space ain't listening, yo.
We're Homo sapiens, and that's about 8 steps down.
I ain't. I just want to make clear, because this is going out on the TV or whatever, that I don't do that stuff. I ain't got nothing against it.
Oh, it's the homo that threw him off. I mean, explain that.
It is a scientific nomenclature that describes who we are as part of a phyla or a stream of, you know, it goes hominid, hominoid, and then we go
whatever, there's different names for it.
We're all Homo sapiens.
All humans would be considered.
My wife is a Homo sapien.
But that's not homosexual.
We're all
that's
Homo
what the difference is.
Well, it's just a way of describing who we are.
Well, that's it, you know, I just want to make clear your respect for coming on, and I ain't going to treat you differently now that that has come out. You know, that's safe.
No, it has nothing to do with
out.
Come on now, you're confused here. Let's settle the confusion. All of people in the whole world, the biologists have in a group called Homo. And the particular human group below that is sapiens. And all that is Greek. It just means the Greek word for man smart.
Yeah, a lot of them is very talented.
It has nothing to do with homosexuals. It has nothing to do with the homos that you meet on the street. It's an entirely different lingo.
But
my point is...
So is you one of the homo lot?
I am a homo sapien. I think all humans are homo sapiens. You are too. Okay? You are too.
Yo.
The term homo and homo sapien has nothing at all to do with sex.
All right. Let's talk about when technology goes horribly wrong. Is there technologies that you won't use?
I try to avoid foods that have pesticide residues on them.
No disrespect, whatever, but does you use a toilet or does you just drop one in a hole?
Of course I use the toilet, like I assume Everybody here does, or I hope.
You'd use it, but would you flush?
Certainly, yeah, I absolutely.
So, would you use a toilet, or does you just drop it in a hole?
Oh, no, I've been to quite a few countries where they don't have toilets, and I'm very glad to get back to America.
So would you flush?
Oh, sure, and I think you should have a septic system that's properly designed to handle the waste.
You say that, but there's evidence backstage to the contrary. Was it you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You know what I was talking about.
No, I have no clue.
The floater. Covering it with paper don't make it all right, you know? That goes for the rest of you, whoever it was. Right, I ain't pointing any fingers, but I does have my suspicions.
Well, I don't. It was not me. If that's what you're saying, I would not. If I understand what you're even talking about, which I don't part of the time here.
You know what I was talking about, because if it was, then shame on you.
These are classics, though.
You're very confusing.
Yo, I ain't pointing fingers, yo, but is you the one backstage that didn't flush?
No, sir.
You know what?
They actually just kept going somehow.
If that's what you're talking about.
You know,
why you would talk about that on a TV program blows my mind.
Just saying, out of respect, and we're all talking about respect and whatever. Whoever it was, and I ain't just, you know, I don't care. Let's just.
Well, then go on to something else.
Let's put it to the side. But that ain't right.
Did we watch
shame on you.
all of the
I didn't do it.
like 3
Don't say
times
shame on me. I didn't do anything.
I need like a 3-minute juicer real quick.
Okay, go ahead, man.
Yeah, great me.
You go ahead, then. Yeah, they're old school. One more? Is it 2 minutes? Dude, 15 years ago, the media.
Here's an our rude boys. The media. A lot of you out there probably never even heard of the word. Is books part of the media?
Absolutely.
What is the point of them? I mean, I ain't done this, but has any of you actually ever read a book?
Oh, of course.
No, I was talking about the whole thing.
I've read thousands of books in my life. I have a
don't show off.
But I mean, some people.
Well, name one then.
Name one? Yeah. I was reading one today called "Sex, Lies, and Videotape."
Is that a real book?
To my understanding, it was a film, but it may also be
all right, so that's a film. That ain't a book. What does you think about violence on TV?
Nobody, I don't think, in their right mind would say there shouldn't be any violence in entertainment. The question is, do you depict it in a way that makes it appealing?
But what harm has violence ever done?
Oh, death. I mean,
yeah, but apart from that.
Well, death and injury. I mean, if you don't die, you're injured.
All right. Well, apart from that, yeah, those two things. Yeah. Does you think that violence on the telly leads to violence on the street?
Well, I would begin with, I wouldn't limit it to television. You got film, you got
violence
reality,
in the
you got
media,
rap,
whatever.
You got video games.
With full respect, though, that is BS.
Video games.
That's down for bullshit. Because me watch Star Trek, but that don't mean that me go out and build a spaceship and fly into the air and above that into the thing called space and have, you know, all them ears and all that thing.
Well, to me, that makes a point.
Answer that.
There's a difference between violence that is readily and is easily imitatable versus ray guns.
Should telly be used to educate our children?
The television could be a powerful medium for education.
Well, like Sesame Street is very educationalist. I have learned a lot from that. Why don't they make a version of Sesame Street for kids?
That's what it's for.
What?
That's what it's made for.
Full respect, the other day we saw it and the letter was X. And we don't think that kids would understand that. Check this. Did you know that xylophone is spelled from X?
Yeah, sure.
But zoo is spelled like with something, the other one.
Zoo is spelled with Z.
Do you think that there should be censorship?
We have censorship on television.
Me grew up watching whatever me wanted. Me was watching pornos from the age of 11. And me don't see me Julie complaining now. Every time. So, does you think it's all right to see animals on the telly.
People having sex with animals?
What? No.
Oh, you mean sex with
Jesus is guy.
animals having
No,
sex?
animals.
Animals having sex with animals?
Nobody's anything about
Yeah,
that.
take it easy. It is disgusting enough seeing a woman and a horse do it, but actually seeing two horses getting jiggy together, that was actually on the television.
While I don't personally enjoy watching two elephants have sex on a PBS special, I don't consider it pornographic.
So, does you think the media put too much attention on women to look a certain way?
I think that it does clearly present an unreal image of life.
But does you think there's enough pressure being put on women from the media? Because there's still so many fatty boom booms walking around.
People need to think about that. They need to look at a Rosie O'Donnell and say, well, that's someone who looks like more of the people I see day to day.
Yeah, right. That's another point.
Come off it. Rosie O'Donnell, how much? How much?
I think Rosie O'Donnell is clearly the exception.
Not even for $1 million, bet you wouldn't.
She is the exception to this presentation.
I want to say big up to all of you lot out here. Me hope to all my peeps out there that you has learnt something and at least taken away one thing.
I learned
Whether
something.
it is that you think it is all right to watch the National Geographic channel, watch two elephant boning like this man does. You at home, make up your own mind. Keep it real. Peace.
That's a classic. A fatty boom boom. Fatty boom boom. Interesting. So that's what I think. That's my takeaway from that one. Fatty boom boom. I've never heard that one before.
Check this out. Today we is gonna be chatting to some heads about the issue called human rights. How long has there been human rights?
The ideas have probably been there since the beginning of time, but it's only since 1948 that we've talked about what we owe each other as international and universal rights.
Has the right to being private changed since December the 11th?
Hey, remember Orwell's 1984 about Big Brother?
No.
Okay. It's just the idea that there's a big brother there and he is filming you and he is taping you and he's watching every move you make.
Does you think it is possible that we is even being filmed now?
Well, obviously we're being filmed. But by the U.S. government,
Right.
Well, even I is shocked on the drive down here from New York. Driving down, the car I was in was stopped at these kind of barriers like 4 times, 4 sets of these barriers that they had obviously just set up. And the only way we could get through them was the driver obviously knew had some kind of bribery thing. He dropped a couple of dollars.
Actually, we call those toll booths.
Right.
Sure
Is
you do.
freedom of speech really all that? Don't it just give me, Julie, the right to talk rubbish all day long?
I think we probably will accept a lot of rubbish so that the right itself won't be infringed.
Yo, but if she nagging all day long and say, oh, did you see Sex in the City last night? Oh, George Clooney is so good looking. Oh, did you see my new shoes? Oh, I was pregnant again, whatever. You know, that make me crazy, innit?
Free speech is limited when it begins to harm someone else's security and safety.
Can people force other people to say things?
No.
How come me Julie can force me to tell her that me love her?
You have a choice whether or not to do that. You could leave.
No, me don't, because sometimes she prepare my favourite food, which is hot dog with like the mustard stuff, you know, the really good stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like the spicy stuff.
Right. Yeah.
And she say, yo, you know, she cook it and then she go, yo, me love you, you know. And I say, oh, that's thanks. And she go, yo, me, you know, me love you. You want some hot dog? I go, yeah, you know, thanks. Give me the hot dog. Yo, me love you. What does you think of? And then, you know, me just go, yo, give me half the. And she go, yo, unless you say you love me, you ain't getting none of this. Ain't that against my human rights?
No. No.
But me love hot dogs. Ain't that a form of torture?
Yes, but not technically speaking.
So let's talk about women rights. I ain't used the word bitches.
Thanks.
Is you a feminist?
Absolutely.
And what is your other hobbies?
My other hobbies?
Yo.
Is feminism a hobby?
Feminism I don't consider a hobby. It's a way of life.
Does you think that women should have equal rights in the workplace?
Absolutely.
Yes.
But ain't there the danger if them get equal rights in the workplace, then them will start asking for them at home?
I don't see that as a danger at all. I think they should have equal rights at home.
So does you think that women should be expected to do the cooking and cleaning when they come home from work?
No.
So does you think it's better that they does it before they leave for work in the morning?
I think the question is how it gets done.
Right.
I guess
My husband cleans the house. I don't.
I
He
guess-
wants me to clean. I hire a cleaning lady. I don't clean.
Well, he
I
does the
cook.
cleaning. What
I cook. He cleans. I cook.
Well, that's
Now, if you
funny,
heard me
isn't it?
say that publicly, I'd probably be in trouble.
But you know, I think if we think of
My
it,
husband doing all the cleaning. What? Does he wear all the costume and everything?
No, he likes it.
I've got a joke.
okay,
You know?
good.
It's like, I's well into women's rights. And their lefts. And their lefts.
Now,
And the left.
with your comment earlier
Yeah.
about the
Mhm.
bitch,
Right.
that you're going to take exception
Does
to
he
that.
Yeah. I
Does he
got
get
it. Yeah, I
Does he
did
it?
get
I
it.
was talking about.
Yeah, I did get it.
I mean,
You know,
Yeah.
You have to be, yeah.
I mean, I guess, again, for me, it,
What else like? That like go down
I mean,
really well.
no, you mean that joke?
I said, I said like their rights, like what we're talking rights,
Yeah.
but it's
Yes.
also in England we say that you're right, like your right hand side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Right.
you're right, and then the left, like
Yes.
us talking as if they're babbling.
Yeah.
I like their right,
Yeah.
We got
babbling
it.
on, and
We
their
did
we
get
got
it.
it.
left.
It's not respectful. Where's the line? If my employer comes up and says to me, honey, makes a joke like that, what am I supposed to think?
Yeah, you're gonna laugh, then you're gonna think, what?
Well,
No,
what's
no
he
laugh.
trying to get at? What's he insinuating? What does that mean for my job?
But you
Okay.
must have been trying well hard not to laugh.
It wasn't
You
funny
too.
to me.
But you was
I
laughing.
did laugh.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
admit
yeah.
it.
You was, well.
I laughed.
I didn't.
Yeah, because it's well. But did you not
Jesus.
laugh because you didn't understand
No,
it?
I understood it, but for me,
Because it takes
those
a while
things
to
are
get because
offensive.
it's too thin.
I believe that you
You
didn't
does
mean
get it.
Yeah, I got it.
So
and
explain it, if you got it.
It has to do with the size of their breasts.
Yeah, that's it.
I got it.
All right, okay, you
Okay,
did
I
get it.
got
Because I thought maybe sometimes, I ain't saying I does this, but if someone says a joke, I go, yo.
Didn't get it.
No, I don't say I didn't get it, but if I didn't get it, I say, yo,
I don't like
keep
that.
that to yourself.
Yeah.
I don't like
Yeah.
you saying that.
Yeah.
Say that stuff somewhere else.
Well, on
But
this,
then, if someone else explains to me, sometimes I have a little.
Right. No, I
No.
got it. It's just offensive to me.
This has been well
Well,
interesting. So you got one word you want to say?
All right.
Yo.
But how is it already here?
And respect.
December 10th,
Bro,
Human Rights Day.
McDonald's is like
December 10th.
instant delivery.
Love and peace.
respect, love,
They're
peace.
fast.
So I do rap with that, yo. So, yo, check it out, yo, 'cause it's love and peace. And I ain't talking about my piece, my AK, yo, that whatever that I bought from my niece. I was talking about, what was it, love and hate? Love and hate.
Respect.
We could try Satisfactory if you want, by the way.
I was talking about December
down.
the 10th.
Really?
Yep.
Let me get the food.
Internet.
I was talking about the 10th of December. You got to remember, because there's going to be some things. And I ain't talking about September. I'm talking about December. And yo, peace, yo?
Peace, respect.
Yo, was it with respect?
Right.
Yo, because I was talking about respect on the decks. That's my man. Yo, checks. He pays the checks of money. And that's what it's all about. Alright? So, keep it real,
Yeah, man.
respect. Yo,
Yeah.
good luck with
Yeah.
what's happening.
Yeah.
Safe. Yo.
Safe.
Yo, keep it real.
It's auto playing.
Respect. Check it out. Today we is chatting about education. Let's talk about something that people don't like to chat about. A tattoo subject. Teacher-student relationships. Should kids ever be allowed to date their teachers?
No, definitely not.
But in school, my French teacher, Miss Bird, used to totally fancy me. You know, always looking at me, you know, speaking French to me, bonjour, bonjour. And you could like see she was interested, you know. But it was never allowed to happen because she was grown up, I was 13, even though I had a full tash upstairs and down. Why was I not allowed to date her?
Because your relationship as a student, not the relationship of a lover.
You're a minor. She was interested, you could see.
If your teacher had been interested in another student in your class, how would you have felt about the grades that she was giving that student as opposed to the grades she was giving you?
But don't you think students would study harder if there was an incentive? If the teacher would say, whoever studies hardest this term gets to play with these?
No.
No. No.
If there was,
no.
Why
Out of
not?
the question. Out of the question. We've said why.
If we ask the young people watching
totally
this program
inappropriate.
what incentives they want to learn, I don't believe that nearly any of those young people would say the.
What do you want? You guys see it?
Yeah, try to see if you could send satisfactory because my payment thing isn't working.
Well, I'm poor as well. I can buy anything.
That's not what they would say.
Let's talk about bullying in schools. It's a well serious problem, isn't it? Was anyone here bullied in school?
Oh, sure.
Of course. Yeah, I can understand
let's make a distinction, though, I think, between bullying and real violence and danger. Because I don't think there's any place for allowing violence in a school.
So you must have been bullied. What sort of things did they call you? Well, don't tell me.
Oh, no,
let me guess.
Yeah.
What, like four eyes? Or
No. I
like
didn't wear
smelly
glasses.
Or
No. I didn't wear
what,
glasses
like
then.
Gay boy or something like that?
No.
Gaylord.
I wasn't bullied all through school, but I do remember one occasion where
What kind of things did they call you?
No. They didn't call me
Like,
anything. They
la-di-da-di boy, Fifi man.
I honestly can't remember, but I do remember, getting in fights I really didn't want to, simply because I was being picked on. I sort of thought that's what you meant.
But what kind of thing was you bullied for? Like your what?
I guess they thought that I was weaker than they were.
They thought you was what?
Yeah.
Weaker.
Yeah, I guess they thought.
Weaker.
Yeah, I guess they picked on me because they thought that I didn't get my heights until junior high or high school.
Oh, so you was like small. You was
I was
like
small
little,
for a while, yeah, and then
yeah,
I
like little runt of the litter.
Mm-hmm.
So what they call you, like small boy, and
I honestly don't remember any names sort of thing, but there was something like that. And even if you have an experience, I mean, it's not that hard to imagine this sort of thing. And it shouldn't be allowed to the degree that it can be stopped.
Right, don't go on about it, little boy.
Schools are social settings, right? Schools are social settings. So you have to pay attention to the relationships between kids and the relationships between teachers and students.
So, does you think there's too many rules in school?
In school,
I didn't ask you, Four Eyes.
All right, wise guy. Yeah,
I ain't
so he
small.
thinks.
I ain't like little run of the litter.
Oh, is that right? I suppose we're all
don't
being
laugh,
carried
right?
off. You're what?
I wouldn't laugh, all right?
Right. What, or is there some threat behind that, sir?
Yeah, you may laugh, but I bet I could beat you up.
I'm not so sure of it. Maybe we ought to try it.
We want to big up all my guests here tonight. Keep it real.
Jesus.
Keep your mind. Keep thinking. Keep studying. Safe. West Side.
Jesus, just got pressed. Last week's episode 1 is free on YouTube to stream. That just sounds like a complete... That sounds like some fucked up lie, to be honest. Ain't no way. Let me for chat broken. Come. Is it don't want to stall? Okay. But I'm almost done with my food. Just give me a minute.
Yeah.
Guys, no it is. Bro, your notification's working. Wait, what? What'd you say? Huh? Yeah, no way. One more? Oh man. Okay, very last.
Wagwan.
I have a feeling that since it's about politics, he's actually going to be based somehow.
Politics.
By trolling him.
Everyone has heard the word, but what does it really mean? I don't know. But the people around here knows. Is democracy all that?
I think one of the famous politicians, Winston Churchill, once said that something like that democracy is the worst form of government except for all the others.
That's right.
And I think what he meant.
That's right.
I think what he meant was it's.
What?
That's what he said. It's the worst form of government except for all the others.
The others.
Others like dictatorships and totalitarian. He was talking about Hitler and Stalin and sort of comparing what it was like to live in these other systems that didn't have democracy.
But in England we don't have democracy, and we do all right.
England is a democracy. You have democracy. It's just a little different
carry
from
it out
ours.
differently.
Well, does you live there?
I've lived there in
I've lived
England.
there too.
Well, I've lived there all my life, so I think I know a little bit more about this than
you
you.
know a lot more.
I'm sure you do.
You know, like, do you know England is part of Great Britain?
Yes.
Sure.
All right, where's the capital?
The capital of which?
I'm its own
England.
satisfactory.
Of England? London is what I thought was the capital.
All right. All right, so he does know your stuff. So why does so few young people vote?
Part of it is that they don't believe that their vote matters. They've got other things that they want to do with their time.
Wouldn't it be more better, instead of having a voting age, just saying, all right, if you has got pubes, you can vote?
I would be willing to try it in some smaller way first as an experiment in something like that, and seeing if we did that, how that would work.
What does you think, Professor? Could you do that and just say, yo, if you've got pubes, you can vote. If you can't, you ain't an adult.
Well, one of the questions is, how do you prove that?
Well, I'd check the girls, all right?
Regardless of what anybody says about you, when you reach 18, you can vote.
But why 18, as we say on the street?
That has nothing to do with you being responsible for yourself.
Does you not agree?
I suppose, in some way, if you're saying if a person is able to have a child, does that person get to be able to vote?
Shouldn't clever people get to vote more times than stupid people? Because I don't see any reason why I should get the same amount of votes as somebody who's an ignoramus.
I think that's a question that has challenged people for hundreds of years. And so, no, the answer to your question is no.
Is it true that more people vote for the winner of American Idol than voted for the president?
All I know is that about half the people who could vote for president vote, and about half
Isn't
don't.
that what delegates
So
are?
legally, should Ruben Studdard be president?
Okay, you have to remember on American Idol, you can sit there at your phone all day and call every second, okay? It's not one vote, one person.
Does you think it's because he's black that he ain't president?
No.
It's different being president.
It is much different. And of course, people in the entertainment arena have become president. Ronald Reagan was a big Hollywood star.
And it's just happened again. Arnold Schwarzenegger, who was a big movie star his entire life, he started out and ran for governor of California.
Weightlifter, too, remember?
I think he's got it wrong. He probably played a role in a movie where he was a governor. He didn't actually become a governor. It's make-believe.
Actually, he did become a governor.
No. Just because he plays a Terminator, it don't mean he is. I used to think that he was the Terminator. Then when I saw him in a different film, in Kindergarten Cop, we realized that obviously him weren't.
He is now governor of California. Honestly, I'm not lying to you.
So who's your guy that you hope is going to get president now?
Kerry, John Kerry. I'm supporting him.
But ain't that ridiculous? I mean, he's a very good actor. He was good in Pet Detective, whatever. But why should he have the right to be president? Just
you're thinking about Jim Carrey, I think.
Well, whatever. You said Jim, we said John, whatever.
John Kerry, different person.
Different person.
Different person.
Different person.
I know it's a different person.
John
Kerry. His on-screen personality and him off-screen. I'm sure he's into politics.
No. I'm not campaigning right now for anyone who has been in a movie.
20 years ago, women didn't have the vote, but nowadays equal. Does you think in 20 years' time, animals will have the vote?
No. I don't think that.
Why not?
It would be so hard to be able to prove that almost every animal that we know about could understand what they're voting about.
Wicked.
Very
Keep it
fine.
real.
Very
Respect.
fine. Very
All right.
fine.
Respect.
Very fine.
Take
Very
care.
fine.
Respect.
Respect.
Yo,
Respect.
Say.
Does you think? Go. What do you want to do?
I have satisfactory, and we can do zombies.
We can do both of them.
Both? What?
Yeah, but what about it?
I'm down. What do you want to do first?
Anything.
Okay. Do tails for satisfactory first, heads for Call of Duty.
Wait. How do I buy it then?
Wow, you have money.
Well, I can't.
It like a Polaroid picture. Check this. I is here with
Oh,
none
you're out
other
of money.
than my main man,
No.
Dr. Schultz.
You know, I don't think you get it.
Him was the chief economics advisor.
Okay. Do a man zombie, and then we'll put satisfactory. How about that?
Okay.